Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be in front of you today, and the reason I say this is not just for saying it. It's because I know the hardships most of you had to endure to be sitting right where you are, wearing your caps and gowns, and every single one of you is a success story, just like the speakers we've heard today. See, when I started my journey, I was 23 years old, the same journey you guys started when you walked into Everest College. I was 23 years old with pennies in my pocket, nothing in the bank, creditors calling, behind on my bills, behind on my promises. I still remember the day that turned my life around. I took my one-year-old daughter to the hospital, and this was 17 years ago. I still remember the name of the medication that was prescribed. It was amoxicillin, ear infection, happens all the time to a one-year-old. I didn't have the $5 copay to get her medication. Now, this is 1 in the morning. I didn't have it in my pocket. I didn't have it in the bank. Didn't have it in the cushions in the couch. Didn't have it. That caused me to look in the mirror and say, I don't want to live like this anymore. You see, in life, it's not how hard you hit. It's how hard you can take a hit and keep pushing forward. Life has its way of knocking you on your knees, and you know what? That's good, because it's when you're on your knees is when you feel the embers burning inside for life change. And if you listen closely, you will hear a voice saying, look up, get up, and don't ever give up. You see, I believe that all of us can accomplish extraordinary things in our lives. And although this graduation is a huge accomplishment, I have one question for everybody in this room. By a show of hands, please, who thinks if they had their life to do all over again, that they could accomplish much more the second time around? Let me see your hands. Yes. And the reason I ask this question, ladies and gentlemen, is because what you've accomplished up to this point in your life is only the tip of the iceberg of what you're truly capable of. You're just on the 10-yard line of all the accomplishments that are still to go. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I've been studying success for the last 10 years, reading countless books. In fact, I have a recommendation for you, The Magic of Thinking Big. That's the first book that started me off in my personal development. Go out and buy it as soon as you can. But I've been studying success for the last 10 years, and I've narrowed it down to 3 easy steps. So I want your undivided attention. Put on your mental running shoes, because I'm going to go. Strap in, buckle up, here we go. Step number 1. Take accountability for who you are and where you are right now in your life. Because where you are is because of the decisions you've made up until this point. It's accountability, the decisions you've made. And you're going to be where you wind up in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years because of the decisions you continue to make from this day going forward. You see, when you leave this room today, you don't ever have to be the same ever again, only by choice. In 5 years from now, you shall surely arrive. The question is, where? Up until Everest, ladies and gentlemen, I was on the passenger side on the road to success. I was letting people and circumstances determine where I was going to wind up. I used to blame my company. I used to blame the traffic, the weather, the president, the government, interest rates. You name it, I had a blame list. The only thing wrong with my blame list is I wasn't on it. And I looked in the mirror and found out that the government and Congress, they're not going to save us. It's up to us to save ourselves. And that moment, ladies and gentlemen, that we take accountability for our future and our destination, that's when we open the door to greatness. It's about accountability. The major key to your better future is, what do you guys think the major key to your better future is? Yes. The major key to your better future is you. If you squeeze an orange, I'm going to ask everybody in this room a question. If you squeeze an orange as hard as you could, what comes out of that orange? Yes, orange juice. Not a trick question. Orange juice. Does it matter who squeezes? Does it matter what time of day? It could be the morning, could be the afternoon. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you squeeze it or if you put it in a juicer, orange juice will come out. Now here's the true question. Why will orange juice come out? Because that's what's already in. That's what's already inside the orange. So here's the question. This is my point. What happens when you get squeezed by a rude person or by an unfortunate circumstance? The emotions that are there is because they're already inside. The person being rude to you is not putting that in there. It's what's already in. So take accountability for what's inside and work on you. Work on your personality. Work on the gift of communication. Work on your language skills. Work on your attitude. Work on your personal philosophies. Work on mastering your emotions. Because I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if we had to change the government, or we had to change our bosses, or some of the people in our lives, good luck. It's not going to happen. But if all we have to do is look in the mirror and change ourselves, then we can get started on that right away. How many of you have children in this room? Yes. How many of you care who they hang out with? Yeah, everybody's hand should be up, or else we have Parenting 101 right here off to the side. You should care. You should care who your children hang around with. Why? Because of the power of influence. They are being influenced by them whether you believe it or not. It's called the law of association. You're around anything enough, you will get influenced by it. Now here's a question for you. When does that stop being important? Who do you hang around with? Who do you allow in your life? You need to take accountability for that. What do they have you doing? What do they have you saying? What do they have you watching? And the big biggie, what do they have you becoming? Be accountable for who you allow in your lives, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you give the keys to your mind to? Would you give the keys to a brand new Ferrari to some of your crazy friends to drive around? No. But we have no problem giving them the keys to our mind, letting them their whiny nature and their complaining and their negative attitudes bring us down. If you ask me, who do you listen to and why? I would only listen to people that are already doing what I want to be doing. I would only listen to people that have already accomplished what I want to accomplish. That's who you listen to. If you want to get better in any sport, whether it's tennis, soccer, basketball, whatever it is, you play against people that are better than you, that are going to raise your game and build you up. Listen to people that are going to feed your dreams, not feed your doubts. Your success is your responsibility, no one else's. No one's going to do it for you, and only you can set your own limitations. No one can set limitations for you of what truly you are capable of. So that's step one, guys. Be accountable for everything you do in your life. Step